Hi, so today I was going to just talk about a bunch of random stuff as usual. I thought I would start off by talking about what I've been reading lately, which has been primarily Stephen King. I mean, everyone knows about Stephen King, everyone knows that he's supposed to be an amazing writer, and I definitely always was interested in reading his stuff but never did. So I have been getting into it. I've read Misery, The Shining, The Green Mile, Cujo, and I'm working on his short story collection, Nightmares and Dreamscapes. Um, so yeah, just to kind of go over them, in general, I think his writing is amazing. It's very unique. It's very imaginative and insightful. I love the way he puts things and just how he does this really cool introspective thing with just people like jumping thought to thought. It's very unique and I love it. So for I think the first one I read was Misery, and it was awesome. I highly recommend it, and I highly recommend the movie, which has Kathy Bates in it. I love her. The book had just some really cool ideas and very stylistic writing wise. And I loved it was a little bit more on the graphic side, which for me I found enjoyable. And some of the words, like if you read it, the character of Annie says cockadoodie all the time, and that's become a key phrase in my life, cockadoodie. Then, just so you know, if you have seen the Secret Life of Pets movie, which I thought was amazing, by the way, in the beginning there's a short about minions, and they say cockadoodie, and I'm like, this is not a coincidence. They're putting this in for Stephen King fans. Maybe. Anyways, then I read The Green Mile, and it was also amazing. I definitely recommend it, and I definitely recommend the movie as well, which has Tom Hanks. And it was a little bit more of a... it was still more on the horror, thriller, suspense kind of thing, but it was a little bit more serious and a little bit more just relatable in my opinion. Yeah, I really liked that. The Shining, obviously probably one of Stephen King's most talked about. It was very good. I really enjoyed the book. Watching the movie afterwards, I realized how much of the book had been left out of the movie and like how many key pieces were left out or changed, and so it made it a little bit harder for me to really get into the movie. But the book was completely amazing. I loved it. Then Cujo is an amazing book and movie as well. And the book was fabulous. The movie was fabulous. And yeah, just the whole thing. There's this one piece where it's like this police officer dude and Cujo, the dog with rabies, just like viciously attacks him and like rips open his guts. And just the way that Stephen King words it, he's just like crawling around with like his guts flopping to the ground. I'm like, who comes up with this? I love it. It's amazing. And the short story collection, I've gotten a few in, and so far they've all been really cool. They've been really unique and interesting, and I love how he's able to put together such an awesome storyline in such a short amount of time, because I find that that's one of the hardest things for me to do in my writing, is to not take a concept and just run with it really long and overdo it, but just to be able to condense it into something really small and just something that you can read, in the hour. I think that's awesome. I think it's a really cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I haven't really read a lot of short stories like that, So I definitely enjoyed that. And yeah, so that is some of my thoughts. I am definitely going to be reading more of his stuff. I'm thinking Carrie next. If any of you know that his son, I can't think of his name, but he has a book called Heart-Shaped Box, and I recently read that, and it was also very good. His writing style was definitely different, but I did enjoy it a lot, and so that was a good kind of thriller book. If you're into more of these suspense part or just a general mystery, I would recommend The House Next Door. And I can't think of who wrote that either, but it was a really cool book just about this house, this piece of property with this really dark presence on it, and kind of just like taking over the minds of anyone who lived there and what it turned into. And it was a really deep and just really, really intriguing piece. I really enjoyed that one as well. So that is some of my thoughts on books for right now. Yeah. On another note, oh, by the way, the shirt is amazing, and I have had it for approximately 9 years now, almost 10, and I still wear it frequently. I love it. It's just like, it's probably like my most valued clothing item, to be honest. I love this shirt. It makes me so happy, and my grandparents got it for me, and it makes me think of just like happy memories and things. I love it. So I found this at the store today. Dogster. Just look at that! Oh my god, it's so cute. I found the magazine Catster at Safeway just about 2 weeks ago and was completely amazed. Like a whole magazine about cats and cat ideas and cat pictures, and oh, yes, just yes. And then I was looking for it again to see if they come out with a new one, and then they had Dogster. And Dogsters also is cute, but I probably prefer the cat one, but I mean, I'm okay with any animals. It's so cute. Look at this. Oh my god. It's amazing. So that's what I spend my time doing. Yeah, some coffee from Westside. Delish. Does anyone else have the issue that when they get the coffee, it's burning hot, so then they don't drink it for like 5 to 10 minutes, try to let it cool down, but then when you remember that you did have the coffee and you go back and drink it, it's like already on the verge of being cold? That's an issue. I really don't like that. Really. Yeah. So there's that. And on another note, I've recently gotten really into the honeycomb cereal, and I don't know if any of you know what that is or already have had it, but it's this amazing little puppy corn honey cereal things, and they're delicious. They're very crunchy and puffy and sweet, but not too sweet, where it's like that overwhelming taste, but it has that nice sweet undertone. So I've really been liking honeycombs. That's like my food of the moment. Also cookie butter from Trader Joe's, which I hadn't had in forever. I went to Trader Joe's recently and got way too much stuff, including cookie butter, and I don't regret that whatsoever. I just don't. So yeah. And the last thing I wanted to tell you guys today is to recommend this awesome, I'll just show you. Okay, so it's called Mermaids and Dolphins magical, and they are oracle cards. You can get them at like specialty bookshops or online. So they come with the deck of cards, all different kinds, and then the guidebook to interpret them. And I find it really cool to do them every day and see what I get, and it really gives me something to reflect on, or even if it doesn't automatically match something in my life, I can relate it to an experience I've been having, and it really just gives me some new perspective, and I like that. There's also like goddess cards and tons of other oracle cards that you could try, but the mermaid ones are pretty sweet. So I'll just go ahead and do one. So mine is ready, set, go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. I think that's really cool. So I like to read the guidebook before I really start interpreting what it means for me. Alright. Even though you might not feel entirely ready, this card says that there's no better time than the present to dive into your future. You're advised to take both big and small steps to move in the direction of your dreams. Push aside everything unrelated to your life's mission. Adjust your schedule so that the bulk of your time relates to your priorities and goals. Delegate tasks to other people or hire someone to assist you. Your responsibilities will still be met, you'll be happier, you'll enjoy greater self-esteem, and you will attract more abundance in the long run if you jump in and follow your heart. I think that's awesome for me because I feel like right now I'm in the midst of making a lot of life decisions, and just the kind of idea of taking both big and small steps and just kind of diving in and putting aside things that aren't what I want long term and focusing on my future is really cool. I was just talking about that today with someone, so I think that definitely relates. Okay, so yeah, this was an insane video about mostly nothing, but I hope you guys maybe enjoyed it. And I'm sorry, this was a terrible video. I'm still gonna post it though. Alright, bye guys, thanks for watching. Kitty kisses!